Hey guys, so this is going to be a really short lesson. We're going to be doing basically the first few sketches we did with digitalWrite, where we turned LED on. However, this time, as you can see, we're going to be using analogWrite instead, and analogWrite is going to let us not only turn the LED on, but also allow it to turn to different brightnesses. So I'm trying to do start a little thing where I go to the Arduino reference forum and I can show you guys exactly what methods I can use, so I can show you how they define it. So the description, we're just going to read it. analogWrite writes an analog value, which is a PWM wave, to a pin. If you're in programming, you probably know about PWM ports for stuff like servos or wires to connect to CAN talons on the Robo Rio and stuff like that. Continuing, can be used to light an LED at varying brightnesses or drive a motor at various speeds. After a call to analogWrite, the pin will generate a steady rectangular wave of the specified duty cycle until the next call to analogWrite, or call digitalWrite on the same pin. You guys don't have to worry about that too much. So yeah, that's what this says. More importantly, thankfully, Arduino has a little page here where it tells you what exact pins you can use as PWM pins. Of course, we have an Uno, as you can see here on our board, so we can use either pins 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, or 11. Today we're just going to be using pin 9. So, let's go back over to our Arduino web editor. This is what the file I've got. It's basically our first program where we do use digitalWrite. These aren't even our own custom methods like we did back in lesson 2. These are just using digitalWrite. So let's go ahead real quick and just delete both of these statements of digitalWrite and begin to replace them. Everything. So the first things first, because pin 13 is not a PWM port, we need to go to our int_LED variable and replace 13 with 9. And like I said, if you remember, I think it was lesson 2. Yeah, lesson 2 was I taught you guys how exactly to declare variables and how important they are. Instead of going through every single instance of pin 13 to change it to something, you can just change it up here, and it'll be instantly changed for every single other instance. So quick throwback. Now let's begin to write our analogWrite method using analogWrite, like that, and then we're going to add some parentheses. So analogWrite, very similar to digitalWrite in that it affects a certain pin. So the pin we're going to be using, of course, is pin LED, which is on pin 9 now. I'm going to add another comma to separate out two arguments. However, instead of just using the constants high or low to turn a pin to fully on or fully off, we can actually set the amount of electricity that we send to this pin, instead of just sending a full 5 volts or other 0 volts. And of course, through this, I'm going to add a little comment here, analogWrite pin, and I'll just say 0 to 255, because that is those are the data you can put in it. Any variable, any integer from 0 to 255. That's how many. Those are like the degrees brightness that you can send to an analogWrite. And of course, with an analogWrite, if you were to write 255 to a LED, the LED would be on all the way with 5 volts. Of course, 100 it'll be still bright but less dim. Of course, 50 it'll be a lot less bright. And of course, going to 25 or 10 or 5 or even 1 would just be barely on, just over 0 volts going to the LED. So let's say 100 for this first call to analogWrite. analogWrite LED to 100, and we're going to go down here to where our digitalWrite statement was before, analogWrite LED, and we'll say 255. So what is this doing? Right now we have analogWrite to pin LED, set it to 100 brightness, and then we delay, and then we set it to 255 brightness. So kind of like halfway. And here we say 125 to be kind of more halfway. So halfway we set the LED to half brightness, then full brightness, then back down to half brightness. So similarly, to a digitalWrite in our blank sketch. However, instead of just turning the LED on and off, we're changing it to different states. Instead of just high or low, it's halfway, then full way. That it's half on and full on, and then back to full on. Of course, you can write analogWrite to be LED to one. Say 76 if that meets your motor, if that does whatever. Like I just mumbled there. Like the Arduino reference form said, you can use it for an LED or a motor or whatever else. If you had a motor at 125, it'll be going half speed. 255, it'll be going full speed. So that just kind of shows you what exactly you would use it for. So yeah, just remember, whenever using analogWrite, it's the pin. That's your first argument, and your second argument is any number from 0 to 255. All right, so I'm going to upload this to my Arduino board. I don't since this I can't use it on pin 13. I wired up LED to pin 9. I'm gonna get a little bit brief introduction to that, but more importantly, I'm gonna upload this to the board, make sure there's no errors. Uploading it to there, it's uploading, and I'll show you guys what exactly our sketch looks like. Okay guys, so we have just uploaded our sketch to the Arduino, and as you can see right now, the LED is turning to two different shades of brightness. We got halfway here, and then full 100% to 255. So we got starting now 125 and 255. You can see similar to on the blank sketch, it goes to a low state, but not completely low. It's only half brightness, and then as you can see, it goes to full brightness. So that was all for this lesson, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and that's all I have.